Hello guys, this is Set to Achieve, and today I am doing a delivery for Dispatch. Now Dispatch is basically it's a package delivery app. I do drive a Toyota Sienna minivan, and I think Dispatch allows you to have different sizes of vehicles, and the packages that you would get are based on the vehicle size that you have. So I have a Toyota, I have a minivan, which gives me a certain kind of package. So anyway, today's delivery is from I guess like a welding company, and I'm going about 27 miles away from the delivery area. So I guess the total delivery route is about 27 miles. Also, not really counting from where I was to the actual pickup area. But and this particular delivery is paying me $40. Dispatch is paired up with Stripe. So for payment, I believe they pay like weekly or so. Today, this is my first ride, so I'm still gonna figure things out as I go. I'm doing this to add to other things that I do, obviously. Because I was praying for something to add to what I do that I'm actually able to do in the mornings, because I really do not like to drive like late night. I don't like to drive. I don't like to do any kind of deliveries late night. I like to have everything summed up at least by 6 p.m. Sometimes maybe 6:37. But I don't like to do like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. and all that, like overnight stuff. No. So I was just praying to God to help me out with something that is still local. I mean, like relatively local. So even if it's like 25, 27 miles away, or even 30 miles away, it's still local, because I don't have to take the expressway. I don't have to take tolls. I just loaded the route on my Google Maps, and it's already preset to avoid highways and tolls, so I don't have to pay extra for tolls. So I just go locally, and and of course it helps me to look at places that are still that I might not have seen, basically, because not only am I learning new areas, but I'm also making money as well, and getting more experience. So it's like a win-win, and I mean, it pays decent. I mean, the pay was decent. I'm going it's about an hour away, and of course an hour coming. So let's just say like 2 hours, and I'm making for this one, it's like $40, so like $20 an hour. So which is not bad at all. And it's on demand, so I get to pick and choose what I want. The first one I almost took was about a few days ago, less than a week ago, but it was too far, and it wasn't paying as much as I wanted. So I did accept it, but I just went ahead and reached out to the customer service, and I asked them to unassign it, because I didn't really get to take a look at the whole picture, and everything, and it wasn't what I wanted. So I went ahead and unassigned it. But so far it looks good. I went to the pickup location, picked it up, which was about 15-20 minutes from me. Picked it up, and now I'm en route to take it to the drop-off location. And I was scared that it would be like real heavy stuff or whatever, but I mean, them knowing the kind of vehicle that I have, I'm pretty glad that they just gave me, like, the stuff is not too heavy and all of that. So let me just go ahead and I don't know if I could. Let me just flip this camera so I could show you what it is. So anyway, hopefully it showed. I am driving, so I don't want to be distracted. But yeah, so I had clicked on the navigation button on the app, and it loaded. You know how when you click on the navigation, you know, for like any, like for example, like if you're doing DoorDash or any app, and you click on the customer navigation, customer location, you just click on the destination or whatever, and it'll load and take you there. So mind you, I'm in Illinois, actually Park Forest, and trying to go to, I think it's Kehanan. I think that's how you pronounce that, where I was trying to go. But so I clicked on the navigation button, and it loaded and started taking me. So I didn't even think to check it, because I mean, whoever thinks to check it? I mean, you just figured the app knows what it's doing. So it loaded on Google Maps and started taking me somewhere. And like I told you all earlier, I put to avoid highways and tolls. So it just took me like about an hour to get there. So when I got there, I started looking for the location. I'm like, wait a minute, like this is some kind of like a business location, but it's not like, it was like a professional building. I couldn't find the address. So I was like, wait a minute, where am I? So I double checked the address, and I found out that I was in Darien, Illinois, which was like an hour away from where I was supposed to be. Oh my God, I was like, oh my goodness. So I reached out to customer service via chat. They asked for my order number. I gave it to them, and then they you know, they looked it up or whatever and everything, and I told them then they were like, they told me the actual address. I'm like, yeah, but I clicked on the app on navigation, but it took me somewhere completely like an hour, like 25 miles away, you know, from where I'm. So I'm like an hour behind where I'm supposed to be, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. So she was like, no problem. I should fill out it's like a form. I forgot what she called the form, but it's like a dispatch form to like, you know, like if you have an incident or whatever, you know, to kind of correct it, or, you know, to let them know so that they can pay you correctly, or to pay you for whatever, you know, losses or whatever the issue was. So you just explain what it is that you know, the situation. So I thanked her, and I left in the chat. Then I filled out the form, pretty short, put your name, you know, and all that, and, you know, so I did that, and so I started heading to the actual direction. So I actually looked and double checked this time to make sure it was the right direction, put it on my Google Maps, and I started going. So I was there. I got to a factory. Yeah, it was like a factory, you know, it was like a lot of smoke and stuff, yeah. And I put the stuff, I got to the security place, like, you know, when you drive, like it has the thing that lifts up or whatever, but she didn't actually let me in. But I called the supervisor on the phone, and like right there, like he was on speaker, so he was able to talk to her, you know, whatever, to take the stuff that I had. I took a picture of it and everything, and she didn't have to sign. Like I said, like signing was optional, so I just took a picture or whatever, and you know, so that was that. And then dispatch sent me another email telling me to resend the form and put the actual address of the place destination. So I actually put the address, I put the order number, I put that it was actually the correct address, but the only thing was that the GPS took me in the wrong, like about an hour away or 25 miles in the wrong direction. So that's actually what happened. But you know, but that was that. So I just now checked my balance. They were supposed to pay me like $40 for the trip. They ended up paying me $55.99, like almost like $56. So it was an extra like $16 for my pain, so which was nice. So yeah, it was actually an eventful first time, but I mean, it's something that I would definitely want to do again, of course, and add it to my list of side hustles or income sources or whatever you want to call it. So yep, that's my update. Again, like, share, subscribe, and peace.